Howdy, Eyeball here. Welcome to another episode of Arumba's Angel Plus Bod Moss Pack. So were you able to guess what I did wrong at the end of last episode? Yes, I added copper plate to the line when I needed copper wire. So, easy fix. So, I'm planning on doing the circuits in a more compact way than I had previously. So with each section of circuits, I will be trying to reinvent it. So all circuits, I'll be planning on running their own lines above the iron plate. So now that I got the basic circuit board set up, it's time to do the basic electronic circuit. Now, they pretty much eat up all the resistors. So I'm just going to force feed them and then have each resistor have, or not each resistor, but each pair of resistor have their own 10 wire. This setup allows me to utilize the ability of manipulating the inserters so I can use them at right angles. And once I get the basic setup, I will make a blueprint of it. So right here, I was thinking about having the carbon on the right side, but I still needed room for the basic circuit and the solder line. So I ended up moving the transistors over by one space so that the copper will be on the left side. Or so that I had room to put the carbon on the left side for the resistors. Alright, so I'll set up the output, and then on this side I will build the resistors, or not the resistors, the solder, and I'll just build the solder plates right next to them. Now the solder you end up making a ton of, and having 2 factories per the 4 factories for the basic electronic circuits is pretty much overkill. But I find use for all this extra solder for the next circuit. So this one particular piece will actually be divided between the 2 different circuits. So I got the basic setup now. I'll find a more proper place for it and then double it up. I was trying to set the electric poles to be able to hit everything, but not use that many. Alright, so it's time to bring up the copper. And then after that, I'll bring up the tin. So I'll have to go get the tin. So below the copper, I'll have the tin and the lead, and I have to go grab it. So instead, I haven't set up a furnace area for tin and lead, but I do have tons of tin and lead plate from previously, so I'm just going to grab all of that and store it over there and put it in a chest, just have the loader load it onto the main bus. Now that I've actually found the warehouse, I can drag it over. So I can carry more than what a chest can, so I take the extras and I just throw them into a small warehouse. And then I go get a set of lead. As soon as I figure out where I'm going. So that gives me my tin and lead line. So I'll bring the tin up, and now the resistors need carbon, so they'll go below the lead. So with the lead, it takes coal to produce everything. You need a crusher to turn the coal into crushed coal, and then into coke, and then you need coal to also make carbon monoxide or carbon dioxide. Dioxide. And then with the coke and the carbon dioxide, you turn that into, what was it, carbon chunks? Some other form of carbon. But with the electric furnace, I can do all this in one line and then make a second copy of it and put it on the other side of the belt. So the inserters are removing both sides of the belt. And since the coal that's next to the train station is basically a infinite resource of it, so it will produce in small amounts. And this setup is not going to need that much. I pretty much just repurposed the coal next to the train area, or the train stop, and redirect it to here. Alright, that gives me my coal, or charcoal. And this is where I realized I had the inserters in the wrong place. And then I realized I have too many. So this line will house the basic circuit board, and the other half will be the solder. for the solder, it needed a resin, and the solder plate, and the solder needed lead and tin. So that line will be a pair of lead and tin. I didn't want to cover up the coal spot, so I used the red inserters, or the red underground, so I could completely bypass it. And later on, I can go back and put electric mining drills there. Now I just gotta make sure that the inserters are set to offset, so they use both sides of the belt. Now I've got my basic electric circuits with overkill and solder. The next step is the electronic circuit board, using the resistor and the transistor. So the resistor is going to be easy because I'm just going to copy the one that I've already got made. So first things first, the circuit boards, need to etch them. So I got them put up in a proper place, and I got tired of waiting for the robot, so I'm going to fill in the leftovers. So the same as before, the circuits here, they only use the whiteboard, so it's pretty much a dead end for them. So I needed, I believe, tin and copper for that line. should work for the resistors. So I thought I'd try out the nanobots, the construction ones. And they worked, but it was giving errors every time they were being placed. And I think they had an issue with some of the other mods. Tell you one thing, it made repairing and rebuilding the outpost tremendously easier, especially the repairing. But I think the mod that it had a conflict with was the bottleneck mod. When I get back to the circuits, if you look at the um, the swimming machines that get posted, there's no green dot on them. I think I head back. Yeah, so on the resistors there's no green dots because the nanobots placed it, so it's not working with the bottleneck mod. So that's it for today, and we'll finish up the circuits next time. I'll see y'all tomorrow.